Welcome to a brand new episode of Get Real with AZEEZAT. On this episode of Young and Getting It, I have with me a very talented singer, songwriter, and an entertainer, JoEL. JoEL, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Let me put my hands together for myself. My name is JoEL. My surname is Amadi, so you can call me JoEL Amadi. I'm a musician, signed to Kennis Music, and my stage name is actually JoEL, and it's spelled J-O-E space E-L. So Jo is everlasting, E-L is for everlasting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we got it from the name JoEL, you know, my original name. I'm a full Nigerian. You know, my dad is from Kaduna State, my mom is from Benue State.
So you speak Hausa?
Very well. I grew up in the north, so.
Not good.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
All right, nice. So,
yes,
how has the journey been so far, music-wise?
Yeah, music-wise, the journey has been a good and a rough one at the same time. You know, starting from the scratch where nobody knew you. Like when I started, it was the whole brand new introduction of myself and what I've come to the industry to do. You know, so I want to start with the not easy part, you know, because when I got signed to Kennis 2010, the news was kind of controversial because people were feeling, oh, Kennis Music don't sign somebody to replace Two-Face and all that. So it was difficult for me to understand at first because that was not my intention. That wasn't the reason I left Kano State. I relocated from Kano State to Lagos State to be signed. You know, so it was a little bit challenging for me because the acceptance was difficult. You know, everywhere I went to that time, people were always confronting me, telling me, you need to change your style, else you don't have a space in this industry, nobody's gonna know you, you're not going anywhere. That was in 2010 actually. So it was challenging, and then also having that same look with Tubaba and all that kind of stuff, the style of music. So it was between, should I go for a voice surgery or should I go for facial surgery?
Was it that serious?
You understand what I'm saying? What do I need to do?
Was there a time where your dad or your mom was like, no, you can't do music? What actually did you study in school?
Yeah, accounting and auditing.
So is that what they wanted you to do?
Yeah, my dad wanted me to actually work. Like, he wanted me to practice what I studied in school, what I read in school. But, you know, my mom was, mom, they always have that soft spot for their only son.
Oh, you're the only son,
exactly.
Nice.
So she's always been in support of me going into music. You know, I actually started with pure gospel music. Dad was a pastor, even my mom. Still, you know, strong members in the church. So I wanted to go into gospel fully, right? But along the line, my dad just woke up one morning and said he's not supporting me anymore, that he actually delayed me. He actually told me that he was going to support my music career just because he wanted me to finish my studies and all. And afterwards, he was like, you're the only son, get married, get a decent job. You know, music will introduce you to so many, negative lifestyles like drug, humanizing and all that stuff. But, I had to fight, against that desire I had for me because I'm doing music for the passion. Aside other attributes that come with it, so I still believe music is something that I'm destined to do. So it was difficult. The fight lasted for a very long time, but I had to, make a choice, make up my mind, left the house, finally, like, Daddy, I'm going to look for my own greener pasture. So I left the house with 1,010 naira. That was in 2006, so went back to Kano State where I grew up. Started from the scratch, got a couple of jobs on the streets. I was surviving, and then I got a job with Mr. Biggs. From there, I started saving some money, and then I was still freestyling while the customers were coming in. And they were like, boy, you're good, go to Lagos. I said I was, saving up some money for it. So you know, to cut the long story short, I saved some money, recorded some couple of singles, you know, started going for shows from Kano to Lagos. I was shuffling between Kano and Lagos. Then 2010, I was fortunate to meet Kennis Music after meeting Tubaba, you know, to see if I could be signed on Hypertech digital music. But it didn't work. It didn't work out well. You know, I guess one or two things didn't allow it to work. And I had to look the other way around. I was like, okay, let me go see if I can be promoted on Prime Time and Kennis Music platform.
Oh, okay.
You know, fortunately for me, everything just clicked.
Wow, that's so inspiring.
Yes,
but right now, your parents, they're cool with it, right?
Yeah, I mean, my dad is proud of it.
I mean, the money is coming. But,
you know, I mean, he has to. I need his blessings and I need his support
yeah,
too. So,
sure.
yeah. So at this point, he can't fight it anymore.
So, who would you say inspires you in the industry?
I have a lot of them. I
know Two-Face, definitely.
No, definitely. Baba is there. Baba is there, you know. I respect every talent. Like for me, my number one vocalist in Africa will be Wandeko.
Oh.
You know, I have different reasons why.
Yeah,
you know, someone like Terry G, for instance, I like his stagecraft. I like the energy from beginning to end. Anytime he's on stage, you know. So I mean, I like a whole lot of them. Tiwa, Whiskey, Davido, they're all doing us proud, and trust me, it's also my dream to get to where they are someday.
Yeah, you would, definitely.
Yes.
So what would you describe your music as?
I still like to call my music gospel music, you know, because when you say gospel music...
But this is your last single.
Yeah, the reason I call my own music gospel music is, my kind of music gospel music is because, for me, gospel is a message. Okay. You know, for me personally, before you can tell me you are a Christian musician or a Muslim musician or whatever musician, you have to specify if it is religious. Now, saying my music is gospel doesn't mean it's religious. It's when I, you know, put in that name religious, that's when I can say it's either Christian or Muslim. So for me, gospel is a message. And I like to pass a message where, you know, even my song I released, Sing Along, that's a club banger. It's a song you can still play on any platform. You know, it's a song you can play anywhere. There's no word, there's no, you know, abusive or,
yeah, actually,
you know,
do like the song, and the video is...
Exactly. So I try to stay away from anything that will make someone listen to my song and be like, no, I don't like this thing he said there. Yeah.
But I mean, apart from people, you know, people will still talk.
Definitely.
So just do you.
Yes.
All right, so this question is not from me, it's from people that really like you, your fans. Is JoEL in a relationship?
Well, at the moment, I'm not in a relationship.
Oh, good for me then.
Yes.
Welcome back to the show, guys. I still have the talented singer, songwriter, and all-round entertainer with me. Now we're moving on to the question of the day. Are you ready?
Yes, so let's go there.
All right, let's go.
We'll answer it together.
No worries. Dear Azizat, my name is Ayo. I'm a very talented singer, and I have about 3 singles now. I'm really trying to break into the music industry. It's really hard. You know, most times you have to sing the shaku music, but that's really not my strong point. What advice do you have for me?
To start with, if you want to go into music, you need to check out your priorities. Are you going into music because you want quick fame? You want to make money? Because trust me, you can still be famous and not be getting money.
True.
You might not be as famous as so many A-list or popular artists, but you might be getting money than they do. You know, it's all about your team, how mindful they are about the way they carry out your brand, the way they sell you out to the public, you know, and all that. So, talking about you having 3 songs and you don't know if you should go into the shaku thing. Shaku is a genre of music that is, you know, structured to last for a particular period of time. It could take 5 years, it could be a year, it could be 6 months. It's a trending pattern of music that, with all due respect to everyone that has done it, won't stay for a long time. For me, it's not an evergreen brand or pattern of music, but it's still a way of making hits. which I respect. For me, I think is still part of creativity. Coming up with a style that probably has not existed before or wasn't there before. You just brought it in and then everybody accepted that style of music. It's a good thing. So, but if you want to go into the shaku shaku thing as a newcomer and probably you came in when the style is off the market, that will affect you. So, I think you should also make sure in everything you do, put that evergreen feel in your sound. You know, for me, Kiss Daniel has an evergreen feel for me. You know, I like his music. I'm a fan of Davido's music. You know, I'm a fan of Wizkid's music. I'm a fan of Tubaba's music. I like music that do not just sound sweet in the ear, but are also inspiring. You know, and about how to get promoters or record deals, there are different steps to take to get a record deal. You know, you might just be lucky today, you go out today and then see someone who sees that you're singing and wants to sign you. Like for me, it wasn't that way. For me, I had to go fishing, you know, and then it paid off at the end of the day. But it wasn't easy. I didn't just go to Kenny's primetime office once. There was a day I was even on bike, you know, on my way to Alagbado, and then it was actually raining, but I had no choice. The clothes I wanted to present myself with, I put them inside the bag. Then I just wore some rags, you know, and the bedroom slippers. When I got to Alagbado, there's this buka we normally eat, and then I changed in her small room. After changing, only for me to come out, the same Mr. Kenny Ogungbe and Dayo that I came to see were just driving out.
Oh wow.
They were driving out. After the whole stress, I ended up not seeing them that day.
Oh my God.
You know, I didn't give up. You know, it all started when I even called. I went to Alaba, bought J1's CD, 2010. When I bought J1's CD, there was a number I called, you know, on the back of the CD. And then the person told me, Kenny's music is not signing for now. I should call back in 5 years. I told him, I said, sir, yeah. And I told him, I said, sir, I have something you guys want. The man said, no, please, we are not signing now. There's nothing you can do. He ended the call. I wasn't angry with him because today I know how people call my manager. Please, are people signing? Like, no. But when that man told me I should call in 5 years, I just smiled. From Kano to Lagos, I should wait for 5 years. You know, I didn't give up. You know, the next day was Friday, I had my bath. I still went to that same primetime office. Even after being told that they are not signing anybody until after 5 years. I still did not give up. I still had my bath the next day. I went to their office, and the same people that didn't want to sign for the next 5 years signed me in less than 2 weeks. Wow. You know, so you have to be a go-getter. You have to be a dream chaser. You have to sometimes know when some certain reactions are trying to be a distraction, you know, in what you're chasing. So just stay focused and go for it.
Wow, that's so inspiring. Thank you so much. I mean, I don't even need to say anything again. You have said everything. Well, we have to close down. Thank you, Joel, for coming on the show. I mean, like, I'm actually inspired myself. So before we close, can you give us some, you know, small? I mean, I want to hear you sing.
Okay. Let me do this inspiring one. Back in the days, good man called Mr. Faraday, so he gave us the meter, making our lives to the better. She been a person be Bill Gates, we give us computer, where they make us educate. Now all those good people, now them open the way where they make us elevate. Do good, oh, make you do good, oh, you know good, oh. If you know they do good, oh.
Are you sure we should enter the studio now? That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until I come your way next time, remember to always be real.